Welcome back to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix, and Happy New Year to all the people who are watching and listening. So, yeah, New Year's Day, I'm doing a Mercury Retrograde reading today. My goal is to do a New Year's Day reading and also a full moon in Cancer reading because that is coming up too. Right now we're in Mercury Retrograde. Mercury Retrograde started on December the 29th, if I'm not mistaken, and it will go until January the 18th, 17th or maybe 19th. Regardless, whether it ends the 17th, the 18th, or the 19th, there's still a post retrograde for 7 to 10 days. So, take that as is. All right, so this is a reading for the collective. As I say with all of my readings, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person sitting here reading energy and tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. Also, all of the readings are up for January. The general readings are up for all of the signs, the love readings are up for all of the signs, and the money readings are up for all of the signs for January. So if you haven't checked those out, feel free to check those out, because if this doesn't resonate with you, maybe one of those other readings will. All right, so I'm using 4 decks here. I'm going to start with the Karma cards, and then I will do the Archangel Oracle cards, and then I will do my custom deck. It has a lot of names on it, or names start with on it, because in Mercury Retrograde, people seem to pop out of the woodwork. So I want to definitely use that deck to see if there's any letters that might resonate with you, and then I'll go into the regular tarot deck. May I have the energy for the collective for Mercury Retrograde? May I have the energy for the collective for Mercury Retrograde? May I have the energy for the collective for Mercury Retrograde? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? And I'll let you know right now, I have a theme of energy in my head, and I've had it since earlier this morning. But I'm curious to see what will come out, if it will match what my intuition is telling me for the theme of energy. So we'll see. Or if there's any additional messages in addition to the theme that I have in my head. Thank you. All right. That's kind of similar. Is there another card? Thank you. If I can get to it. Oh, wow. That that makes sense. So definitely we're in Capricorn energy. Saturn came out. So yeah, with the new moon in Capricorn that just happened at the end of December, obviously we're in Capricorn season. Saturn is Capricorn's ruling planet. So with Saturn, it says, be realistic about, be concerned about, you must wait before you can. Which in that I heard, look before you leap, is what I heard. Now, that's Saturn energy card that came out. The 4th house came out first. This card says, as you did in the past, your home base or your family, do what makes you feel secure. The do what makes you feel secure is standing out to me because of the theme of something that I have in my head. I'm not going to say what it is yet. I want to continue to see what comes out and see. But definitely Saturn energy here. Don't forget, Saturn is about discipline. It's also, like it said, about being realistic, seeing things as they are and not how you would like them to be. So that is Saturn energy. Also, something just told me at this time, don't get caught up in illusions, especially with the full moon in Cancer happening. Some of you might feel like you're schizophrenic all of a sudden because you may feel like just these emotions hit and you're like, where did this come from? You're feeling one way one minute, then you're feeling another way another. I feel with Mercury retrograde pulling at you and going back to the past, and don't forget, This says here, as you did in the past. I don't know if it's blurry or not. That looks pretty clear. As you did in the past is what it says. With Mercury retrograde, you have these energies pulling you back, saying, hey, you might want to resolve some of this stuff, is what it's saying. And because of that, with that energy, anything that may not have been resolved connected to you, whether it's people, things, projects, whatever, it starts to pull all of this stuff near you. And then you have to make the choice, okay, do I want to resolve this or do I just want to leave it as is? Do I want to start over again? Do I want to resolve it but then not deal with it anymore? Because that can be the case too, where maybe you had a separation with someone on bad terms. Now they circle back around during Mercury retrograde, and it's like, okay, let's express how we feel, but after that, let's make it a let's leave on a good note. So where you take it to, okay, we're going to leave this on a good note now, and then you may not deal with the person ever again. But all of that stuff is going to be up to you. But going back to what I was saying earlier, with everything pulling at you with the past and all of these emotions and energies, something said to me, don't get caught up in the illusions. Don't get caught up in the illusions. So, and it wouldn't surprise me if the Seven of Cups comes out. All right, so let me go ahead and go into the Archangel Oracle right quick. Energy for the collective for Mercury retrograde. Energy for the collective for Mercury retrograde. Energy for the collective for Mercury retrograde. What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? Thank you. Okay, 2 cards came out, and I will take those. So, let's see what we have here. I'm moving this around so I have more room. All right, so this one says, and this has the shiny, the glossy thing, like really, really shiny and glossy. I forgot the technical term for it, but yeah. All right, so this one says, crystal clear intentions. Archangel Michael, be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Let me read that again. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Crystal clear intentions. So you need to make your intentions known for this. And when I think of this, for some reason, I think of the Ace of Swords. You need to be very, very direct and very clear about what it is that you want. And when you are clear about it, you need to stay focused on it. Again, don't get caught up in the illusions, which is sort of in the energy that I'm talking about. I'm still keeping that title so far in my head. All right. And then the second card is prosperity. And it says, I'm trying to get it where I can read it because the lighting in this coding. Yeah. All right. It says, your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. Let me read that again. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. So prosperity. And I can't tell if that's a bag of money or an acorn or what. I don't know what that is that the angel is holding. Does anybody, that looks like something with money in it. I promise you that looks like gold. So yeah, but prosperity. So there's prosperity coming in for you. And something is telling me the caveat was just added. As long as you stay focused. There's prosperity coming in for you as long as you stay focused. Caveat. All right. Let's go ahead and pull from the custom deck right quick and see what we get. Energy for the collective for Mercury retrograde. Energy for the collective for Mercury retrograde. Energy for the collective for Mercury retrograde. What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective, something's telling me to take this card on top, so I set it to the side. What is it that the collective needs to hear? May I have some cards, please? Thank you, thank you. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Oh, somebody's bringing you an apology. For somebody's receiving an apology, or either you're apologizing. Again, Mercury retrograde, trying to close things out properly. So yeah, there is an apology happening. And I'll clear that up in a minute, but I want to pull, whoa, okay, we're gonna take these. Okay, something involving a Taurus and a Leo. Some of you might be dealing with the Taurus and a Leo. Okay, so I have 7 cards here. I'll look at the bottom of the deck. 8. Name starts with an A. Name starts with an A, as in Allison, Alexandria. I heard Aaron. Yeah, so name starts with an A at the bottom of the deck. Now, A seems to be popular because the card that I set to the side was City starts with an A. City starts with an A, like Atlanta. City starts with an A. Or either I just heard Akron. That's random, but whatever. All right, so also name starts with a P. Name starts with a P like Paul. I'm not saying it's a Paul, it could be, but I'm not saying that it is. But name starts with a P. And then we have name starts with a B. B as in Brittany. B as in Bryson. That's okay. Some of you might be dealing with the Bryson because that one did come to me. So yeah, some of you might be dealing with the Bryson. Not many people are named Bryson, but whatever. So yeah, but name starts with a B. Okay, and then again, the apology card came out. And as mentioned before, the Leo card came out. And Taurus card came out. So we have 2 signs here. Now, if these 2 signs, if they don't have anything to do with you, if they're not in your chart, if you're not dealing with one of those 2 signs, that doesn't mean this isn't for you. These are just the cards that came out in the energy. All right. And then finally, name starts with a Z. Z as in, I don't know many names. Oh, Zendaya. I was about to say, I don't know many names that start with a Z. And then Zendaya came to me. So yeah, Z like Zendaya. Or Zendaya. How do you pronounce it? Zendaya, Zendaya, tomato, whatever. So name starts with a Z. Okay, let's get to the regular tarot deck and put some color on this and see what's happening. So somebody is bringing in an apology. And they could be in a city that starts with an A, or you could be in a city that starts with an A, or their name could start with an A, a Z, a P, or a B. Okay? And they could be a Leo or a Taurus. Can we clarify the cards on the table? Somebody might have did something kind of shady, because 7 of Swords was trying to come out. So, and that's air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Also, I feel for some of you, you're going to find out that someone did something shady, and then that's where the apology is coming from. Because you found out. Don't forget, 2 things when stuff comes out. Mercury retrograde and full moons. And we're getting both. So, definitely, if somebody did some type of shenanigans, you're going to find out about it. Or either if you did some type of shenanigans, they're going to find out about it. Also, I just heard somebody doesn't care about someone's apology. They can stick their apology where the sun don't shine. That person's words, not mine. But yeah, someone doesn't care about an apology. More cards to clarify the cards on the table. Yeah, it's coming out because it was a secret. It could have been a Scorpio that you were dealing with. Or this could be related to a Scorpio that's keeping a secret. You could be a Taurus or a Leo or have it in your chart. But I feel like the person keeping the secret was the Scorpio. This King of Cups is Scorpio energy. Could be a water sign, Cancer or Pisces. Moon is Cancer and Pisces energy. Moon is the ruling planet of Cancer. Don't forget the full moon in Cancer. So for some of you, they may be offering an apology, or you may be finding out right around the full moon, which I think is January the 6th, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, keep that in mind too. For some of you, you don't care. This person may be coming into your life again to confess or to do this or to do that, or when you find out, you may not care about it. Honestly, I feel like, and this theme is still in my head, I feel like this period of Mercury retrograde is about protecting your peace. That is what I feel it's about. That's why I feel, don't get caught up in the illusions. Don't let shenanigans keep you from being focused. Because prosperity is waiting for you if you stay focused. You can't let shenanigans coming to light deter you from keeping clear intentions. You have to stay on track. You have to stay disciplined. Also, you have to be realistic. And with all of these here with the names and stuff, again, you would know better than me about that. Is there anything else going on here that the collective needs to know about? Anything we need to discuss? Can we clarify the cards on the table? Clarifying the cards on the table. That almost came out, but it didn't. Clarifying the cards on the table. There is a card that keeps on showing up, but it's not coming out. Whoa, that's too many. But I'm going to set that one to the side. Ace of Wands. So, yeah, someone may be coming in asking for a new start. It's up to you whether you want to do it. For others of you, you will be starting new. You will be embarking on whatever journey you're deciding to go through, and you will be very passionate. Okay, these just fell down. What? Yeah, so Five of Pentacles. Someone's definitely going to get a no in regards to an apology, meaning that, like I said before, you don't care. Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups came out. So, and for some of you, if somebody's coming back into your life with an apology, with this Ace of Wands also coming out, be careful, because it may only be a physical thing, especially if it's involving some type of romance. It doesn't have to involve romance, but if it is, it might be a physical thing. Also, something just said to me, this is so strange. I looked at this and something said walking cane and using you as a crutch. And one thing about the Five of Pentacles energy is that usually it has somebody on a crutch going by because they're not, doing well or whatever. But I was thinking a walking cane, and I feel for some of you, you may be in a situation where there was some type of codependency, where someone always needed you in order to do something. And again, this doesn't have to be romance. It can be family, it can be friends, it can be job, it can be whatever. I'm just telling you what the dynamic is. And with this, something said to me walking cane, and usually I don't get that when I bring out the Ace of Wands. But that's what it said. So I feel like for some of you, there was a codependency situation where somebody used you as a crutch. And also something saying to me too, because you had to give so much to them, you didn't always have enough for yourself. But now I feel like that's changed. When you got them out of your life, now you started to notice that you have more, not nourishment, it's another word, not energy, it's something else. It's on the tip of my tongue. Attention. Okay, we'll go with that. You have more attention to give to yourself. And because you have more attention to give to yourself, that builds up your stability. That builds up your, I was about to say sanity, but I don't want to use that word. That brings more balance into your life. The more attention you're able to give yourself. So yeah, for somebody also, they will, with the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles, that's going back to that person who I was talking about, where they don't care about the apology. So if somebody apologizes to you, you may be like, whatever. Or if you apologize to them, they may not care. I'm telling you right now. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. That is way, hold on. Actually, I can take, that's 3. I'll take those. What are these? 6 of Pentacles. That's been coming out a lot. 8 of Wands, communication. 2 of Cups, partnership. Okay. Whatever the situation was, if it was love, somebody believes that you are their soulmate. And they want to come towards you and offer equal give and take. 6 of Pentacles, if you notice, right there, I'm trying to point to it. On the, I guess it would be my left or your left. I don't know. You see the scale? This person wants to be more balanced in the approach. If in whatever type of relationship it was, if it was romance, they weren't giving you enough, or either they were codependent where you had to pull all the weight. They want more equal give and take now. And with 6 of Pentacles, it's a surprise. For some of you with the 8 of Wands here, 8 of Wands is a communication card. Also, it is a movement and a travel card. For some of you, with this 6 of Pentacles being surprise and 8 of Wands being travel, it would not surprise me if they popped up in front of you. Whether it's at your job, whether it is at your home, whether it's like showing up at a family gathering, but they told your family to keep it a secret from you, whatever it is. This right here is telling me that somebody is looking to just pop up. And then the card that followed it is the 2 of Cups. This is a partnership. Also, this could be a soulmate card. Someone might feel that you're their soulmate. For others of you, if this is not romance related, then someone just feels that they're at home when they're dealing with you. That is what they feel like. At the bottom of the deck is the Hangman. Something just said to me, for some of you, you're going to leave somebody's text message on red. Like, you're going to look at it, you're going to open the text message, look at it, and then not answer. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but something said that to me. Hangman energy can be about being suspended, like stuck. Also, it can be about enlightenment, seeing things from a different perspective. Also, it can be about sacrifice. Honestly, for some of you, I feel that you've sacrificed too much to maintain whatever it was in the past. Also, some of you don't want to make the sacrifice in the future because you've already been down this road before where somebody has used you as a crutch, as used you as a walking cane, in order for them to take their steps instead of walking together. They were leaning on you the entire time because you're a very passionate person, you're very fiery, and you get things done, which is why they were leaning on you. Is there anything else for the collective before I close this out? Thank you. What is this? The Magician, which is Mercury. This is actually Mercury. So for this, you're going to manifest what works for you. That's what you're doing. You're going to manifest what works for you. And again, Magician energy, Mercury, this is Virgo and Gemini energy because Mercury is the ruling planet of those 2 signs. And we are in Mercury retrograde. I feel for some of you, you will use this Mercury retrograde to your advantage. As you're going back, looking over things and going through things, what you will be doing is you will be crossing your T's and dotting your I's. And you will be staying focused. And because you're staying focused and you're crossing your T's and dotting your I's, and you're closing things that need to be closed and fixing things that need to be fixed, that is where you're going to be able to manifest prosperity. So, and honestly, throughout this entire process with staying focused, it's about the thing that was in my head, protecting your peace. And that is one reason why some of you aren't taking an apology from someone. Because you're just like, look, that's in my past. I can't focus on that right now. I have goals. I have dreams. I have a life. I'm looking forward. That's what I'm focusing on. Great. You apologize. Okay, good for you. Next case. Let's pull it together and move on. I feel like you're not going to care. For some of you. For others of you, you'll take it and you'll be like, okay, thank you. And then for others of you, I'm going to be honest. Some of you might take it and you're going to be like, okay, let's see if we can work this out. Because maybe for some of you, you believe the person is your soulmate too. Or you are under this thing where you've known the person for so long, if it's not romance, where it's like, okay, we've been friends for 15 years. Okay, we've been friends for 20 years. I don't want to throw all that away. And I'm not telling you whether to or not. You're an adult. You have free will. You can do what you want to do. Who am I to judge? I'm just telling you the energy is what I'm telling you. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles, prosperity. Prosperity. And that's why you're protecting your peace, so you can focus on your prosperity. getting your prosperity. All right, so that is your message. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Till next time, everyone, be blessed.